Hello everyone! Today we are going to take a look at a very thin keyboard inspired by the Apple Magic Keyboard, some would say, but especially the Logitech MX keys. This keyboard is a Keychron B6 PRO. This keyboard has been around for some time in ANSI QWERTY layout, but this time it's an ISO layout for us Europeans. In the price scale, you will find three types of keyboards. First, the cheaper ones that can be supplied with a PC, for example, or under 30 euro, sometimes with no-name brands. Then you have this keyboard, which is 60 euros, and then you'll find the Logitech MX keys, which is rather 110 euro, or even the Apple Magic Keyboard, which is 200 euros. Who is this kind of keyboard for? This is not a keyboard for gamers. You cannot push many keys at the same time, for example. But on the other hand, it takes very few space and it is very thin, so you don't need a wrist rest, which save even more space. The key travel is very short, so it allows fast typing like on a laptop. It will be perfectly suitable for office productivity tasks. Let's talk about the design and the keyboard layout. So the first thing that jumps out is that the keyboard is largely inspired by the Logitech MX keys, and we are going to compare the layout. It's nearly a copy and paste, but they have copied also bad things, so we are going to see that. The dimensions are the same, 43 centimeters by 13 centimeters, but the material used is less noble. It's just white plastic of suitable quality, but not as pretty as the Logitech MX. There is an advantage to the Keychron layout. The function keys are the same size as the other keys. There's a disadvantage of being compatible with Mac and PC. We have on the keyboard both the symbols, so depending on your language, some keys can be very busy and confusing. This is true for both models, and I would have preferred that Keychron did not reproduce this kind of lettering. In this photo you may think the contrast is low on the Keychron, but no, the keys are perfectly readable as long as there is a little light. But keep in mind that there's no backlighting on this keyboard. If you need that, you must stick to the Logitech MX keys. The keys are a little concave, but so little that you don't feel it. It's useless. Logitech does a much better job on this side. The keyboard is very flat, so you may need to add a pen, so like this, the slope is better maybe. Let's look at the touch and the noise. So for the touch, it's just as a lot of laptop keyboard, a good one. And for the noise, it's not really easy to record the sound of a keyboard and to have an absolute reference. So we are going to compare it, and I'm going to place a noise that you can reproduce, so you can have an auditory standard. So here is a tool. It's just a jam jar. And you know, when you open it, it makes a noise, and it's always the same noise, always the same level. So I will open it each time like that, and don't close it very hard, or just as I put my jam in the fridge, you know. Okay, so I'm going to set all the sound recording using this standard as well. I don't have a Logitech MX key, but I have an even more luxurious product, a G915, which is a mechanical keyboard but low profile, so that is to say with lower keys, and reputed to be quieter. For the connection, you get the 2.4 GHz dongle, Bluetooth and wired connection. So it's operating with batteries, of course. You have a switch to choose from Mac to PC, and then here you select if you want wired connection in the center, or Bluetooth on this side, or 2.4 GHz on the other side. About software, Keychron is a real keyboard brand. It's a specialist of keyboard. It has equipped this keyboard with a known firmware, which is ZMKey, and this allows to configure your keyboard, remap every key if you need, and even build some macros. If you have a specific use with a specific software, it can be really good to have this kind of keyboard. The software is nothing exceptional, it's less pretty than Logitech, but once the keyboard is configured, there's no need to keep it on your PC, so no need for continuous update nightmare like on Logitech or Razer. Conclusion: on one side, it's a pretty keyboard, but even if the MX Master is even more beautiful, the keys are completely reassemblable, and there are macros with the software. There are 3 connection modes: wired, Bluetooth and dongle, and it's cheaper than the MX keys. On the other side, the dual Mac PC compatibility clutters the symbols keys like on the Logitech. The keys are not concave enough for this to have any effect on ergonomics. There's no backlight like on the MX keys, and there are still cheaper keyboards, even at Logitech. Finally, this product has the right price positioning. This keyboard is located exactly between a cheap keyboard at 30 euros and the Logitech keys, which is 110 euros. It's a completely logical price positioning. There you have it, hoping that this video was useful to you. Give me a like and subscribe if you feel like it. It helped me grow my little and tiny channel. See you soon for another video, and until then, stay cool!